Hi, I'm Juanita McLeod with the Alliance of Women in Media.
Alliance for Women in Media.
And we're here at the Playtime is Over convention, Women in Business. And I have Ebony McMorris with us.
Hi.
And she is with...
I am the News and Community Affairs Director for Radio 1, DC stations, all 5 stations. I know y'all listen.
Okay, so what advice would you give someone who wanted to get into your field and your industry in media and news and reporting?
Well, if you want to get into media, I would first say the world of media is changing. You don't have to go through the traditional outlets. So first know what you want to do. And I would say first, start on your own. Get a YouTube page. Start a blog. Make sure that you are that you have all your social media down pat from Twitter to Facebook, everything like that. Stuff like that. People will come to you. But if you really want to get in that newsroom, have that experience at the radio station, first, of course, go to their careers page, find out what they're looking for, and then see what qualifications you have. You can get in sometimes as an intern. I will give you some good news. There are no unpaid interns now because of regulation. So they do have paid internships, and it may not be exactly what you want to do. So you want to be on air, but there's a promotions position available. Go for the promotions position available. You just need to get through the door. What's going to take you, and I found this out when in this industry because I worked for NBC News. I did that for 13 years. Your Rolodex is going to take you far. Your job right now is to network. Be at everything. Try to find out all the leaders in your industry, because most people will tell you who made it to the top, it wasn't that they got it through the traditional ways. It was because they were in the right place at the right time and they were prepared when the opportunity came. So get your stuff together. I didn't know anything. When I got to NBC, I was green. I literally knew nothing, and I was an English major. I couldn't tell you how to write copy, couldn't tell you how to do anything. But because I networked, I just happened to meet someone who knew someone, and it got me in there. Now the work came when I got in the newsroom, and then I had to figure out what in the world I was doing, and I mastered that, and it helped me get to the next level. But at the end of the day, it's about creating opportunities and a platform for yourself. So if that job tells you goodbye, you're okay, because you've already established your own brand.
So what I took from that is be prepared.
Absolutely.
And have an awesome network.
Absolutely. And know who you are. Because I'm going to tell you something right now. People will always try to tell you who you are. You have to determine your own value and determine your own worth. I went through that a lot. And as women, I'll tell you this, we go through that a lot. So my weakest point was the art of negotiation. I literally am still trying to master that. Mika Brzezinski, who is on MSNBC, wrote a book, and she even talked about how great we think she is, but what a poor negotiator she was. So in the newsrooms, in the workforce period, women constantly are underpaid. We don't want to push, we're scared to ask for more, so we just take it. Let me tell you something, this conference is called Playtime is Over. Don't take it anymore.
So what brought you here to Playtime is Over?
Well, I met Cheryl through one of the ladies who works at the radio station, Amina McWhorter, who's wonderful. It was the power of networking. I met Cheryl, I found out what she did. I was so impressed by her presentation, so don't let your presentation be raggedy, her consistency, which to me was, she was so thorough, and then the credibility of people that she hung with. And I always say borrow credibility. So you may not be the person everybody's looking for, but you may know how to get to someone. So she had Mickey Taylor here. People came because of that, right? And then you found out how awesome Cheryl is on top of that. So don't be afraid to borrow people's credibility.
Okay, and can you tell us one of your toughest or the most toughest challenges it took for you to get where you are today?
Saying no, honestly. Maybe about 3 years ago. I was going through a lot. I mean, a lot. It's a tough industry. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's, even when you get in the door, sometimes you want to run out. So you got to be passionate about it. And passion is not built for the weak, because passion in some ways means you're a little insane because you go after things hard. But I wasn't working smart, so I was the yes person, because that got me through the door. Yes, I'll do that. Yes, I'll do this. But after a while, I'm like, I got a hefty resume here. I don't see everybody else saying yes all the time. And then when I looked at the managers who are over me, they're not like yes people all the time. So I had to say no sometimes and be okay to say, no, I can't do it, and walk away. The first time I did it, I walked away shaking, like I'm about to get fired. I didn't get fired. And sometimes that can earn you a little bit more respect, because people after a while know not to bring BS your way.
Okay, well.
Thank you, Anita.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alliance for Women in Media. I love you guys.
Stage Perez, 93.9 WKYS. Yeah, that's what I do. What's poppin'?
And what's popping on what's popping?
Hola. Okay, so lots poppin' on what's poppin', but that's not what we're here about today. It's all about Playtime is Over.
And what brought you here to Playtime is Over?
So interestingly, like I know I talked about it on the panel, but like so I never met Cheryl before, but they reached out and they were like, hey, we have this conference in November, we want you to be a part of it, blah, 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 blah. Like did a little bit of research and was like, it's an amazing opportunity. It's all about like women empowerment and like, you know, self-love and things like that. And I was like, sign me up, done deal.
What is something you take away today, like that was most impactful thus far for you?
So two things. One, just actually meeting Cheryl. Like I said this earlier, but she is a force to be reckoned with. Like she is amazing. But also, Nikki Taylor, like she was inspirational. Like there's been so much positive energy. There's been so much like, I needed it. This was not a coincidence that I was here.
Yeah, I was like, is she, what church? I need to know. What
Right.
church?
As I was like, you are going to be my spiritual advisor, and I meant it.
So what are some of your toughest challenges that you face as being a woman and trying to start your own brand and get your face out there, your name out there, and coming into your own?
So I think one of the, and it's kind of like the underlying theme, but one of the main challenges that I came into was people trying to mold you to be something else. And it's kind of like what Mickey Taylor said, like, don't conform. You know what I mean? Like, that's not what we're here for. And I think in the beginning of my career, a lot of people wanted me to kind of be like this person. And I would inwardly struggle with that because I'm like, I don't want to be that person. I'm me. You know what I mean? And so there's something to be said about living in this, like, authentic, true space, like living in your truth. There's something really, really powerful about that. So that's, I think, it. Like, but it's really not hard. Like, once you live in your truth, like, I own it. Like, my mistakes, my flaws, this is what makes me, you know?
With us we have Jayana. And Jayana, she's an author, a young author. She's 11 years old. Can you tell us about your book, please?
Well, the title of the book is called The Little Book of Youth Tips, and this book is actually my second book. It's full of exercises and positive tips to help kids to grow their business and follow their dreams.
And what prompted you? You're such a young girl. What prompted you to say, I want to write a book, I want to be an author? What was your inspiration?
My mom was my inspiration because she was inspiring kids to follow their dreams while still helping adults to follow their dreams. And I decided one day I wanted to write a book to inspire kids to follow their dreams even while they're still young. So my mom really was my inspiration.
And can you tell us just one of your favorite tips in your books that you like the most, you're most proud of?
One of my favorites is probably about respecting your parents, yourself, and your friends, and everybody around them. Treat people the way you want to be treated.
And where can we get your book?
You can actually purchase it today at the conference, or you can email my mom at cherylwoodempowers@gmail.com, and she'll give you the info to that.
So Cheryl Wood Empowers at gmail.com. And you can get this book for what's the price?
$10.
$10. Support little entrepreneurs, young ladies. What are they, girlpreneurs?
Yes, girlpreneurs.
Girlpreneurs.
Sure. Hey everybody, it's Cherie Cofield, also known as the Stress Manager.
Oh, okay, so you're a stress manager.
Yes.
Can you expound on that?
Oh, definitely. We all have stress. I don't care what walk of life we're from. We all need ways to manage our stress so it doesn't adversely affect our health. And so I teach people ways to add years to their life through effectively managing their stress with simple things like the things that we put into our body, like honey and chocolate and chewing gum. Things that simple can help us to reduce anxiety and also release some depression and stress.
That's wonderful. So your sister, do you help manage her stress? Because I'm sure she has a big load on her shoulders at times.
Yes, especially with this big conference like this, I try to take the load off of her, just making sure she does things like eating. Something as simple as a drop in your blood sugar definitely has an impact on the amount of stress that you're undergoing. So I make sure she eats, she's being hydrated. Just take some of the load off of her. Change her shoes if she needs her shoes changed. Whatever she needs, I'm her gopher. I do whatever she needs. I'm here to support her.
So you're a true sister.
I'm a true sister.
Literally
yes.
and figuratively.
Literally.
It's here at Playtime is Over. It was a fabulous conference. Wonderful speakers. Mickey Taylor was phenomenal. If you're not aware of who she is, she's the Essence editor-at-large for Essence Magazine. Please Google her. Each year, this is the second annual conference. Each year, it's only going to get bigger and better. And we will have it for next year, November 11th, 2016. Follow the hashtag PTIO 2016. And I'm Juanita McLeod with the Alliance of Women in Media. Don't miss out for this next year. It's great, it's inspirational, it's phenomenal, it's empowering. Make sure you make it here next year.